Okay, this is kind of a rantish video, but on Ferrari. Basically, like I'm a Mercedes fan, so have a bias. But it's like you can make mistake once, you can make mistake twice, you can make mistake thrice. But like when it becomes a consistent thing where you're consistently making mistakes, there is something wrong in the infrastructure and the team. Because Mercedes makes mistakes like one or two twice a season. Red Bull makes mistakes, like Red Bull makes mistakes, and then they pit lane mistakes. Like people make mistakes. That's normal. But Ferrari have come to a point where it's not even normal, or it's the probability is so low of the amount of mistakes they are making. Like it's unbelievable for me. Like the biggest issue with Ferrari is the corporate overhead, where it's not the racing team that's running the whole operation, it's the overall corporate leadership, or the corporate, all the people sitting in Marabello and in Italy who are making the decisions. And it's a toxic environment where a like a thing got leaked that instead of, like, when a team gets criticism, everyone comes together and says like, no problem, we'll rise up to that occasion. What the Ferrari team and the Ferrari people back in home, like, what they did was, instead of this saying, see, the CEO came say, see your shit, see what are they saying, see what are they saying, your shit. I'm paraphrasing, they're not, that's not exactly what they said, but it's a toxic environment where everyone is in pressure and it's not run by the right people. In the ideal sense, Red Bull is the most ideal way of running a team, where Marco and Horner run everything. And they only have funding. They don't have to report to some CEO or some sleazebag up higher ups of Red Bull. They can do whatever they want, and how you run a. That's how you run an F1 team. Like, okay, last season was a complete shambles. Ferrari was the better car at least half of the season, and it's disgusting that by France the championship was over. Some people say it was Charles' fault. Charles was at fault. He made mistakes, but the thing is, Charles pushes to the limit, and because Ferrari makes mistakes in pit stop, they make mistakes in tires, they make mistakes in strategy, they make mistakes, they make mistake after mistake after mistake. It's become a culture there where a good driver of like Hamilton, he shouldn't have, but he ripped Mercedes apart when they weren't performing this season. He said that they should have listened to me and they didn't listen to me. That's why they're in this position, and that this is not working. I told them, they didn't listen to me. Charles or Sainz don't have the guts to say that. They don't have the guts, and it's Ferrari's too big for itself. Like it has gone to a point where they it's just incompetency, because they're good people at Ferrari. They won Le Mans, like, recently, like 2 days ago, like, sorry, not 2 days ago, like 12 hours ago, they won Le Mans. And it was sublime performance. They easily won it. Like, they built a great car, great performance, great endurance, great drivers. So it isn't Ferrari itself, it's the F1 team. So first thing is that Shah's engineer is absolutely shit. He isn't qualified, and he shouldn't be in that team. He shouldn't be Shah's engineer, because in Monaco, Charles should have gotten podium. It was a guaranteed podium if Charles' engineer hadn't made the stupid mistake and had informed Charles of the Lando coming in of traffic. He did the same thing in Jeddah, and Hamilton overtook him because of that. Like, it's constant mistakes again and again. Like, you're an engineer, you have nothing to do. You have one job: inform the driver, and you're not even doing that. You're not even doing that. There's just incompetency. So, like, I I'm just tired of seeing Ferrari fail again and again. Like first it was funny, like they're making mistakes, ha ha ha. Ferrari making mistakes, ha ha. They didn't pit. They pit for Inter instead of softs in Brazil. Ha, it's funny, but it's gotten to a point where it's just sad. Like how can you be so shit? Like it's like since Michael Schumacher, he has that winning killer mentality that if I didn't do this shit, I'll kill everyone in that whole squad. I'll beat them up. I'll be like, do this right or die. That's what a winning mentality is. That to put everyone online and you're like Javier, or like you made a mistake, you're fired next time you do that. You have to like rattle them, because when they relax, right, bro, my job is secured. I'll smoke cigar and I'm like, okay, because I'm one of the greatest teams, and they don't care. But it's if Schumacher was there, he would have hanged Javier by now. Like it's disgusting how bad the race engineer are. So I think to solve Ferrari's problem, first they need to kill all the clowns. Like any clown is there, kill him. I'm not killing Ferrari. Imaginary clowns in the Ferrari engineering, anything, just kill them. Because not fire them, just kill them, because like they don't want to pollute the world and like make it a bad place. And after that, hire world class engineer. If you can't buy them, if you can't make them, poach them. There is literally no engineer in the whole world who wouldn't want to work for Ferrari. It's one of the most prestigious racing teams in the world. So any engineer you want except Adrian Newey, you can get him. So get better personnel and make the F1 team independent. Once they're independent, once the shackles are off of all this of answering all the CEOs and making them happy, and then you're just pure racing and pure engineering, then I think Ferrari can come back. I think I believe that in 2025, if this, obviously they won't, but if they remove the shackles of Ferrari and let them roam free and like make their own decision, I think Ferrari will be unstoppable, because they have everything. They have the pedigree, they have the people, they have everything. What they need is serious people, people who have killer mentality, who have that mentality of I'll I'll die, but I won't give that 19th position. They need that mentality. When they have that kind of player, that kind of drivers, and that kind of engineers who would die for one place ahead, they would sacrifice their life for that one position, then only then Ferrari can win. Mercedes and Red Bull have those cold-blooded killers who'll do anything for that one position. And I think when Ferrari get that, I think they'll win. I don't think it's a driver issue, it's just a seriousness issue. Once they get serious, I think they'll be a very great team. So, thank you for watching, and